considering this is a Channel 5 video. So, I don't know. But either way, Andrew Callahan is in Ukraine, I believe.
How are you doing today?
Or was, I don't know.
I'm fine. I'm not at home. I came from Kiev. I really want to go home, but I think it won't be safe for my daughter, so we will stay somewhere here and just wait.
What do you miss most about home?
My ordinary life, you know, just to drink some coffee in my favorite cafe and to bring my daughter to the kindergarten, just normal stuff. It will never be the same as it was. Every time the siren is here, I just tell her that it's fireworks, so we need to hide because she's like 5 years old, and I don't want for her to have a trauma.
Just fireworks.
Yeah, just
I
fireworks.
saw this one video, bro. It was a dad and like his 3-year-old or something. And like he kind of made it seem like it was a cool thing, and she was like giggling every time a bomb would hit. I was like, dang, bro. Like, that's something I never really thought about. Like, I was thinking about the kids, but like more so them dying, not them like experiencing it for real. Like, that's so sad, man.
Loud fireworks.
That's really sad.
We never know in what time Russia will send missiles or rockets to our territory. Air attack could be launched on Lviv. So now we need to go to find the nearest shelter just to hide.
We're going to a shelter now in the press building. That was genuinely pretty fucking terrifying.
Each time it's really scary, especially at the night when you want to try to chill and sleep.
What is that? Is that a heart? Is that a heart? Or like, yeah, I think so. That's hard.
It is a special time for me, for my city, for my country. Last month, 3 times Russia aggressor attack city Lviv.
Officials in the western Ukrainian city of Lviv say Russian missile strikes hit a fuel storage facility on the outskirts of the city.
We could see dark plumes of smoke rising into the sky.
For me, Putin equal Hitler. Russian aggressor attack Ukrainian cities every day.
Global outrage grew today as more horrific revelations surfaced from Bucha, Ukraine.
I want to warn you that the images we are about to show you, and even the descriptions of them, are graphic, disturbing, but they are the devastating reality of Putin's war on the people of Ukraine. The town's mayor saying at least 20 innocent civilians were shot in the back of the head, and that several hundred civilians are buried in the once peaceful commuter town's mass grave.
Basically, a load of the Russian troops that are around like Kiev Oblast, the region on the front lines there, they've pulled back. For the first time, a lot of the Ukrainian troops have like properly moved in there to see like what's happened, and they're just finding like mass graves, over 400.
Yikes, dude.
Probably
I don't know what to do.
You know, old people, young people. They're finding loads of images of people with their hands tied behind their back, dead in the street. It's like it's probably an execution, right? So it's looking like there was a massacre.
All world must isolate Russia. Next 50 years, Russia, it is Nazi country.
Хедшот. Українці, розстрілюємо Путіна. Не сором промахнутися. Сором не стрельнути. Слава Україні! Слава Україні! Героям слава! Сюди, оцей. Супер. 20% цього прибутку йде на фонд «Повертайся живим». Так, якщо маєте можливість, можете на фонд «Повертайся живим» скинути любу, бо тут нема праці. Можете опозоритись.
How did it feel to do that?
Трошки на душі стало легше. Я надію, кількість цих куль поросте в настоящі.
I think the wildest part about this whole thing is like this is obviously a historical event, and like kids are going to be writing like essays and stuff about this in probably like 30-40 years. But like it's happening like right now. Like literally like today. That's
і
crazy,
побачимо
bro.
мавзолей або десь закопаний під бетоном. Я на даний момент ми займаємося гуманітарною допомогою. Якщо мене армія призве, звичайно, я готовий. Ми гуманітарно допомагаємо, там фонд час «Повернись живим», також перераховуємо кошти.
I guess for, you know, a lot of people, they can't be on the front or whatever, but this is their way of donating, this is their way of helping. Everyone is doing something. It's really interesting to see. It's like a community effort, you know, across the whole country.
So it was my place where I usually walked after Russia invaded in Ukraine. This place closed for climbing, but it opened for taking refugees here. We are still helping them each day.
Bro, little athlete, man.
Yeah, sure. What's your name?
Як тебе звати?
Київ.
Do you like to climb?
Покуси, потом уехай и сюда приехай.
What's your favorite animal?
Мейсон.
Mason?
Да.
So you have a cat?
I was about to say, who's Mason?
Is that Mason?
Oh.
Mason. All right.
Dang, he ain't trying to be on camera.
Shy. What do you want to be when you grow up?
А потом полицейским. Я
Okay.
хочу маме купить машину, когда вырасту.
W-Mans.
A car for his mother and
W-Mans.
Будет, и я буду
I just realized the dropping the bomb was probably poor taste. Oh man, my bad, bro. My bad. I didn't think about it. Oh dang, I'm muted.
Ольга, мы приехали из города Бахмут, Донецкой области. Мы с вечера собрались и уже до крайней точки Львов. Остаться в ближайшее время, а дальше посмотрим, будет видно как.
Would you prefer to return home or would you like to immigrate into a different country?
Хотелось бы вернуться домой. Естественно, мы скучаем по дому, как развернутся все эти события, и будет ли дома, будет ли куда возвращаться, и если действительно будут какие-то сложные ситуации в плане возврата домой. Какое-то время было спокойно в городе, потом какой-то день в центр города прилетело сразу несколько ракет. Мне стало страшно за ребенка, за себя, семью, и мы приняли решение выехать.
How do you explain what's going on to your son?
Когда это было далеко от нас, и в комендантский час, и так далее, он видел в городе военных и военную технику. Он задавал вопросы, почему они здесь, не внедрялась в подробности, не вникала.
Do you like staying?
Dang, bro.
Мне тут нравится, я тут только что на канате таком, на этой, на мате бегал, прыгал.
good in this situation.
Well, I'm glad you were able to bring
And
Mason with you.
W-Kid, bro.
Обязательно в любом случае мы бы не оставили его дома без присмотра.
And W-Mason, too.
Член нашей семьи.
Yes, sir. This is really sad, dude.
Out of the more than 4 million people who fled Ukraine, over 2.3 million are now in Poland.
14. Yeah, 14. I came off Kryvyi Rih, is the center of Ukraine. My little brother and my aunt came to Peremyshel with me, and I like very scared because my dad is in Kryvyi Rih. Yeah, it's scary situation, very scary situation.
What do you miss most about home?
My friends, my 4 best friends in Hungary, in Slovenia, in Ireland, and I haven't connect with them.
If you had to pick one friend that you wished you were with right now, which friend would it be?
I think like Dima. In my school, he sit.
I know her other friends mad, bro, because this got views. Like, they seen it, bro. They seen it like, come on, man.
Back for me. He's quite funny and he's like, he can smile me, all of them. I want to hear his jokes of teachers and like, I want to usual life.
Dang, man.
Декілька днів тому приходило по 6 потягів, і можна легко порахувати, що кожний потяг вміщував по 3 тисячі осіб.
What do you think is the biggest challenge that refugees face whenever they get from Ukraine to Poland?
Така, що люди приїжджають в чужу державу і не можуть зорієнтуватися. Кожен боїться за своє життя, за своїх дітей. Дуже дивно те, що, наприклад, українці в Російській Федерації живе коло більше 5 мільйонів осіб всебічного освітлення цієї війни, і тому рахують, що російські російська армія робить правильно.
In Russia, Vladimir Putin's approval rating is soaring despite his disastrous invasion of Ukraine.
It's now above 80%.
Киев никто не бомбит, я этому не верю.
Путин такого не мог сделать.
Wow.
Украину тем более.
Every day, Russian state television accuses the West of fake news over Ukraine.
Yikes, bro.
Американцы.
Я за Путина. Я хочу вам показать. Я за Путина. Я поняла. Даже не буду смотреть фотографии.
One of their claims is that the bodies in these photos lying on the ground, these apparently dead bodies, were placed there by Ukrainian radicals, as they're called, or Nazis.
So I think I've seen this before. What is this flyer right here?
So AFOB Azov Battalion is neo-fascist battalion here in Ukraine. They've been going since the start of the revolution, so 2014.
The group was known to have ties to neo-Nazi movements, and its leader was even quoted once as saying Ukraine's purpose was to, quote, lead the white races of the world.
To Russian President Vladimir Putin,
See, I heard something about that, but I figured, considering the time and I didn't see any evidence, you know, maybe that's not what we need to be focusing on. But wow.
Outright politics, a justification to claim that Ukraine needs to be denazified.
Not to say that they're not there, they're fighting right now in Mariupol. You know, they've been basically defending that city along with the Ukraine Marines. But they make out like that's everybody and everybody believes in it sort of thing.
Yeah.
There's a real problem where people either like just deny it exists or they emphasize on it too much. And really they don't have much influence like politically. So, you know, when Russia is saying they're a Nazi junta, it's like, well, then they're the worst one that ever happened, because Zelensky, who was a Jew, who some of his family died in the Holocaust under the Nazis, he got 73% of the vote in a country of 44 million. I think what you have to do is look at Russia. So Russia has a much more serious Nazi problem, and there's a lot of evidence that they're connected to the FSB, Russian internal intelligence services. So they have a problem. Siren.
Yeah. Should we go to a shelter or something?
Yeah, we should probably go to a shelter, yeah. If we want to get a look at the other side of things that isn't reported as much, we could go and talk to the anarchists. They're doing aid. They're taking stuff all over Ukraine. They're not making a big noise about it, but they're doing it not just to anarchist groups, to any soldiers that need it, you know. So that's another part of this thing.
Before the war, I worked as a tour guide in a history museum. 10-20 kilometers from Bucha, Irpin areas, I used to cycle in that areas a lot. It's fucked up. If Russians occupy it, they will kill off every politically active person, no matter of his political views. The side which really needs denazifying right now, in my opinion, is Russia.
Why are, Nazis fighting with leftists on the front lines?
If the fight is lost, there will be no one left. No right wing, left wing, it will be eradicated.
Ну і власне в них достатньо ресурсів для того, щоб розповсюджувати цю фейкову інформацію на весь світ, і в тому числі є багато західних медіа, які прислуховуються до Росії.
The Kremlin views Tucker Carlson's commentary as, quote, essential in its wartime messaging strategy. That is according to a leaked 12-page memo from a Russian government agency to the Russian media.
What is this really about?
Why
do I hate Putin so much? Has Putin ever called me a racist? Did he manufacture a worldwide pandemic that wrecked my business and kept me indoors for 2 years? Is he trying to snuff out Christianity? Does he eat dogs? Is he making fentanyl? These are fair questions, and the answer to all of them is no. Vladimir Putin didn't do any of that.
Putin is doing the right thing. He's taken out the Syrian mafia.
It's not an invasion. They can easily fake a war.
Ну це просто весело, це типу як будь-які інші фейк-ньюс.
So what are the most important items that you need right now?
Helmets and bulletproof vests, certain kinds of medicine.
Потім речі, які дозволяють там не замерзнути, типу спальників, одягу, карематів і так далі. Теж те, що може знадобитися як цивільним, так і на фронті.
Yo, W video, man. Big shout out to Andrew for this, man. Big shout out to Andrew for this. Channel 5. The only unbiased news source you can trust, bro. Literally. Andrew W video.